Alright, here's another big gainer, Prme. I've done this video, I think, a few times last week. Going along this chart back in April, this was at 127, it moves to 2, some false signals here, and then the last move, it worked. May 23rd, 128, start to move to 150, little move down right here, and then it crosses back up to 150, 250, little shooting star wick to 3, keeps going, 3.5, 4.5. They finally have to sell July 11th, 435. You're talking 240%. Now let's take a look at my other chart where I can really look at this. So going back, this is another new IPO back in 2022. This was up near 22, Prme Medicine Incorporated. So had the big drop back in 2023. You're talking 22 to 12. You bounce. You go down to 6, January 2024, you go near 10 line, look like a double top right here. You fade back down to May to 4, bounce to 8, and then it kept going down on the highs and the lows and formed this wedge. This is a big falling wedge, multi-year falling wedge. You have the move here, and this was down and then curve in for a massive falling wedge. All right, let's look closer now. The algo picked this up on May 23rd, 2025. You're talking about 125. You're coming out of the wedge almost. The algo was early, definitely early. Now you're looking down here. Look at the wave on stochastics. Low, higher, higher, higher again, and then you take off. It explodes long. So once you're out of this 125, you move up to 175. And you can play this in pieces. Little breakout, and then it starts to fade. You don't like it, take profit. Comes back out at 125, now you're moving up again, 175, 250, sort of goes back and forth here. That was a big bearish candle. Could have been another out at 250. And then you're looking for the break now, 275. Right here, this wick. You explode up to 475, and this is where the algo had to sell. So this is another tremendous long, 240% on this. And the weekly chart, look at this, down, and then tight on the wedge, and you had a crossover on the weekly after May 30th. Look at the white over red. This whole move was all long. It's going sideways. Could there be some room left? It's possible. Hasn't crossed over yet, and that's a big, tremendous move long on the weekly. Now the monthly's looking good too. You have 2 green candles. You have a crossover. I'm trying to get close here. You can see this white over red. 435, you're just going to play. When you see these numbers keeps going up, you're playing 5, 6, you just play like dollar lines, basically. So this has been a crazy, wild, long. Many moves they get in. The algo is very early. I don't know how the system picks it up. I use a few different algo systems. I'm not sure why. I don't see no volume. I don't see a candle like this. It puts it in some sort of mathematical formula and, picks it up. Now you can look at it and maybe you don't like it and just see what it does. Like, to me, that's a good move right here because it came out of that wedge. And then there's many moves along the way right here up on Prme. So check it out. You want to look at it yourself. Prme Medicine, big long, and we'll see what happens next week. All right, that's it. Please subscribe to Mike Cayman Trades on YouTube. Smash the like button, leave comments. Mike J Trades on X. Mike Cayman Trades TikTok. What else, man? Rumble. Instagram, Facebook, you name it. Peace.